Roman Empire terrorizes the landscape, forcing all the world's magic to seek refuge with the Maid of the Black Forest. But in order to control all the unwieldy energy, she had to bring it to the Dream Realm. I was the fiercest, finest soldier in the Empire, and my orders were to conquer the Black Forest and raze it to the ground. But before she took to her rest, the Maid believed in me. She believed I could be a force for good. In this age of magic versus machine, of empire versus free land, I choose to fight tyranny. I choose to be Uber-Mach, defender of the Black Forest.
Tonight's episode, These Lowly Creatures. It is to the Black Forest where this week's adventure begins, as a pumpkin-headed scarecrow, wearing a tattered quilt of a suit, makes his way.
Trees! How marvelous. I'd almost forgotten what they looked like. This must be the only place in the old world the blight hasn't leveled and placed upon its ruin a monument to Caesar, or a shopping market. Or have I spoken too soon? A lonely little cottage tucked into this vast wilderness? A house of secrets, no doubt. And secrets are my stock and trade. What is that in there? A woman! She doesn't see me. She's asleep, or something more permanent. Her glass casket is attached to some manner of machine.
Uber-Mach, calling Uber-Mach.
The machine speaks!
We have an intruder.
We barely have machines in the New World, let alone ones that speak, or men that can fly.
You there. State your business.
State yours, friend. I heard this was a place of magic.
This place is my home.
Of course, of course. I've traveled from the other side of the earth to make my fortune in the old world. All hail the Roman Empire! Or is it down with the blight in these parts?
The latter.
Ah, well, politics. Your uniform, the red boots, the black cape, positively Romanesque.
The uniform did belong to the Empire, as did my allegiance.
And then you met the dead girl.
I assure you she is very much alive.
By the grace of that machine, it almost seems cruel.
She powers it. That is the Maid of the Black Forest.
She, so serene in her slumber, is the all-powerful witch? Even in the New World, it is as if the earth itself whispered to us her legend. I must remove my hat and hold it to my heart at the sight of her. I thought she'd be uglier.
She is whatever magic you wish to see.
Descending a winding stairwell in a forgotten wing of the royal palace, Senator Sortie searches for the old laboratory of the current ruler.
Hail, Caesar!
The humanoid with 1,000 wriggling fingers and 100 dangling lips. Würm, the usurper.
I'm thinking.
You're tinkering?
I think better with my hands.
With that many fingers, you must be a genius.
Quite. And yet, the magic stored within the Black Forest remains out of reach. And Uber-Mach, my protege, my creation, continues to be an obstacle.
If we could somehow remove him from the equation, maybe start a skirmish at the far reaches of the Empire. Something so horrific, he'd have to intervene and save innocent lives,
And the witch's magic would still prevent us from entering the Black Forest.
Well, if we don't discover something, the Imperial Spy Network will. All knees bend to the Roman Empire. And now, with all due respect, great Caesar.
I must placate the Senate with an appearance. I think I was happiest here in the lab, creating useful things, not schedules.
In the small farm behind the cottage, the Tattered Man is impressed with Uber-Mach's crop and its rewards.
Well?
Ah! No, nothing better than the home brew. This little field of hops, like the cornrows I used to preside over. You truly know how to make an old pumpkin head feel at home.
My father, he was the farmer. Oh, I ran away to fly planes and play war. I buried him here. I buried him here in the Black Forest. As our family farm, it was leveled by the blight, paved over with...
Progress.
You've an ear for euphemism.
And you have a trusting soul to share your company and your brew with a complete stranger from the other side of the world.
The truth be told, my jack-o'-lantern friend, I knew you were harmless.
And those, my friend, are fighting words.
Oh, no more brew for you.
Harmless? I am the scourge of crows. Why, I burned the farm and field just to keep them away. I salted the earth so no new crop could grow, and it would force those filthy scavengers to fall from the sky starving. Murders. Murdered. Harmless. Simple, provincial minds are.
Such as mine.
Gone, then, Uber-Mach. What makes me so harmless?
The magic here.
Within her glass cylinder, K.R.O.N.E becomes alarmed by Uber-Mach's loose lips.
Lon, that is not advisable.
It isn't all-powerful.
He is still a stranger.
There are rules.
Lon!
The magic ensures that any creature with bad intentions would not be allowed to enter.
I am as innocent as a bird or a worm. That is how I could freely enter.
It's the same wonderful magic that powers me. I can't use my powers to harm any innocent thing. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Morning breaks a new day open at the palace. It is early, but the throne room is already abuzz as a giddy stranger is dragged before Caesar.
Who is this pumpkin-headed fool?
This tattered fellow is a salesman.
And I am the Caesar of Rome, the eater of the dead. What trinket could you possibly possess that I am unable to attain? That most precious commodity of all, dear Caesar, information. I know the secrets of the Black Forest.
Though he is Caesar, Würm once again finds more purpose in his dusty laboratory than on the Senate floor or the opulent palace throne room.
Have faith in our imperial spy network, I am told. Yet it is an outsider who drops the solution to our Uber-Mach problem right into our laps.
Caesar, I do not trust that scarecrow. He has ulterior motives.
When in Rome...
He's mad. He's mad. He said the first thing he was going to do with that fortune you paid him was to be fitted for a new head. Caesar, with all due respect, it just makes no sense to me that magic would have limits. Magic is omniscient. It is without category.
Magic is an element, as natural as rain or iron ore. It makes perfect sense it would have limits. And the limit here is that any creature may enter the Black Forest, so long as it bears no ill will.
Well, we'll never get in. But what's that lowly thing you're playing with in the dirt?
Lumbricus badensis, a giant earthworm native to the Black Forest.
Cousin of yours?
And yours? We all begin in the dirt, Sordy. And this wiggling innocent fellow will ensure my enemies end there.
At the cottage, Uber-Mach uses his own considerable strength to load kegs of home brew onto a cart destined for the village. It's thirsty work.
This is not Rome.
If it was, I'd have this drunk by now. And one or two more.
If you're going to drink something after this kind of labor, drink water.
There's water in it? Yes, all right. I could do with a walk to the stream.
I bet you feel better already.
A bit parched, actually.
Splendid. So how many kegs of homebrew will you be bringing to the Freedom Festival?
Well, 3 is all I can muster.
Though I'm surprised you have any left after yesterday.
Well, the Tattered Man was parched as well.
Do not jest. He might not have arrived here with bad intentions, but I'm not entirely convinced they were pure.
Oh, he was a vagabond to me. A dreamer. I don't even think he knows what he wants.
It's what he knows about magic that troubles me.
You were right. No drink compares to cold, clean water. You know, maybe I should prepare a keg of this for the festival. Well, tomorrow.
You'd be done today if you used the magic.
No, I don't wish to waste it. It wouldn't be right.
Yesterday you had me worried you were not the right choice to be our champion.
And today I've confirmed it.
Not yet, anyway. Lon, as much as I admire the idea of Freedom Festival to unify the liberated lands, are you not worried the Blight will terrorize the event?
If we live in fear, we will never be free. An earthquake?
But that's impossible!
A giant worm towering above the trees. He's toppling everything. I've got to stop him before he destroys the cottage.
Uber-Mach takes flight, but the nearer he flies towards the raging beast,
K.R.O.N.E, I've lost the magic! I'm falling from the sky!
the worm's head swings around and unwittingly bats Uber-Man into the treetops.
Lon, are you alright?
No!
The magic isn't failing, it's reacting. The worm is innocent. It's rolling in the dirt because that's what worms do. The magic won't allow you to harm it.
He can smash me, but I can't smash him.
He bears no malice.
He'll destroy you, the forest, and all that's left of the world's magic if I don't... Wait. If I can't beat him, then I'll join him for a drink.
Using his incredible speed and flight, Uber-Mach plies the thirsty giant with keg after keg of home brew.
It's working!
Imbibed, the creature begins to falter. Uber-Mach races through the forest to clear a path.
Timber!
With the giant worm intoxicated and resting, K.R.O.N.E does a scan.
He was genetically modified.
Our friends in Rome, no doubt.
The magic is classifying it as a poison. I can heal him, bring him back down to a normal size, and spellcast a defense against anything similar in the future.
You were right. I've shared our secret with the Tattered Man, and he's betrayed me. What's worse, you made me your champion, and I have put you at even greater risk than before.
Tune in next month for more thrilling adventures of Uber-Mach, defender of the Black Forest.